So I recently picked up a set of Sennheiser sports headphones on eBay, and this is the, if you look at the box, the PMX680 sports model. They're co-branded with Adidas, and I bought these because I had another pair of them that I'd been very happy with. They lasted about 4 or 5 years, which is probably couple thousand miles running and working in the yard and that sort of thing. But Sennheiser has discontinued this model. But since I was so happy with them, I thought I would try to find this model available again. Immediately started seeing some things posted related to counterfeit Sennheiser products, and of course, the price on eBay for these was pretty low, and I was immediately suspicious. But I contacted the seller and talked about where the sourcing was, and she, or at least I believe it was a she, said that she had bought some things from clearance and that sort of thing, overstock, and she only had one pair. And I mentioned to her that I was concerned about them possibly being fake, and she said, well, how could I tell? And I said, I'm not sure you could unless you have a set to compare them to, and I just happen to have a set. So, you know, I figured I would risk the 20 bucks that she was asking for them just to check. So I want to show you, I do believe these are counterfeit. So I want to show you some comparison points between the real ones and this set as well. So, okay, continuing on, looking at these, let's look at the portion that clips onto your clothing here. So again, what we're looking at is the real set here in the foreground to the left, and the what I believe to be the fake set in the rear to the right. It's kind of hard to see, but if you look at the clips that are associated with these, this is the real set. This is the fake set. And I think you can tell that the material and the construction of the clip is much thinner on the fake set. And if you just try to lift it, it's much more pliable. You see how that bends very easily as compared to the real set, which hardly bends at all when you try to get up under it. Much more sturdy. Also, the volume control. This is minimum volume on both sets, and if you look at the wheel showing the volume setting, here's the real one, minimum volume, the counterfeit minimum volume. And then you can see that window, how the wheel is set up. Then scrolling up to max volume on the counterfeit set. Now max volume here on the real set. You can see a big difference there as well. Now you may see the Adidas logo and that sort of thing worn off the real set. That's just due to years of use. The other thing that was substantially different between the real set and the fake set, if you look at this area here on the at the bottom of the clip, you can see how the cord is reinforced on the real set with some additional rubber material that keeps the cord from bending too much. But on the counterfeit set, that is missing. So that's yet another difference. Now, so that was a big difference looking at the clips between the two. Another difference that I noticed between the two is we have the real set on the bag for the real one on the left, and the counterfeit on the right. You can see this this little eyelet on the bag. This is the original, and then this is the counterfeit. You can see that those are two different styles of metal eyelet that are used for the bag. And this is a little bit, the other thing you can tell really well is the labels on the back again with the counterfeit on the right, the real on the left. If you can see that Sennheiser rubberized logo, it's sewn onto the bag. Look at the edges of that logo. This area, it's much thinner on the real set than it is on the counterfeit set. So again, this is the counterfeit, this is the real, and you can see those two together. Definitely a difference. And there's a slight difference, I think, in the fonts as well, although they're pretty close. But the ends are just a little bit thicker. The E's are a little bit different as well, although that's minimal. Looking at the actual headphones side by side, it's kind of hard to tell. Although right away you can see that maybe the fit of the yellow ear covers on the counterfeit, which is on the right here, isn't as clean and as snug as the real set, which are these here. Other than that, they look pretty similar, but here was a dead giveaway in my opinion, and this is right out of the box. If you look at the yellow earpiece covers, again, this is the counterfeit set. I'm going to try to zoom in. Hopefully it'll focus here. I don't know if it will. Yeah, maybe you can see that. Okay, so that has an R on it for right, and that was actually applied to the left earpiece. And then similarly, the right earpiece, if I can find it, oh, it's right next to it. The right earpiece, let's see if it'll focus. I'm doing this on my phone, so in any event, this earpiece has a left on it, and that was on the right earpiece. So basically, let's see if I can get in close here. I don't know if that's going to focus or not. Doesn't look like it. In any event, the earpieces were backwards. The cover for the right earpiece was noted as left, and the cover for the left earpiece was noted as right. Obviously that's not correct. And lastly, I'll try to show you the actual earpieces again, where we have the real set on the top here and the counterfeit set on the bottom. It's hard to tell, but the actual earpieces themselves, the covering material is much more flimsy and thin, and you can also see the darker material showing through the headphone cover piece on the counterfeit set as compared to the real set. So in the end, you know, I'm not even going to try to use these. I'm going to go back to the seller on eBay and ask for a refund. And I don't know, you know, her policy said no refund, so I don't know if I get a refund or not. If not, I'll try to work through eBay, and if that doesn't work, then I guess I'll just chalk it up to experience. Usually when something, you know, the old adage is when something seems too good to be true, it probably is. In this case, the original retail price on these headphones were about $70. That's what I paid for them about 4 or 5 years ago. The seller had these priced at $21. So, you know, you get what you pay for. In this case, looks like I got a cheap knockoff. So buyer beware. I've seen some other videos about fake Sennheisers, but I wanted to just bring this to everyone's attention as well. Hope this helps you out.